Hey guys, I'm not YouTube famous, but I love watching movies. And chances are, if you're watching this, then you like watching movies too. And where does one go to watch movies? Literally anywhere. But people, like myself, will still spend good money at the movie theater. However, big however, we draw the line at snacks. $1 million industry should be able to price cut popcorn and goobers, right? Well, there's a bit more to it than that. So relax, grab some milk duds, and cue intro. Now. You see, movie theaters aren't owned by Hollywood, at least not anymore. Near the end of the golden age of the silver screen, several studios in Hollywood, including Universal, Paramount, and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, monopolized 98% of the country's distribution by either owning theaters or block booking them, which was a practice of studios selling their movies in bulk. Now, the problem with studio ownership of theaters was that it left little room for independent producers at the box office. Ergo, there's no more room left at the end. Fortunately, in 1928, the Federal Trade Commission caught wind of this, and in 1930, ultimately had the Supreme Court limit the power of the studios. Unfortunately, the court's decision wasn't really enforced due to more important issues at the time. And to make matters worse, Congress developed the National Industry Recovery Act, which literally allowed businesses to set their own prices. But all movie enthusiasts heard was, "Let's make Hollywood great again! Yeah!" So back to square one. The government tried to limit studio monopoly again in 1940, but due to the fear of public opinion, they halted the trial only after 2 weeks and arranged a very one-sided compromise, thus creating the Consent Decree of 1940.
But between you and me, except for regulating blockbusters, this deal didn't really change anything.
Naturally, this made several independent producers like Charlie Chaplin and Walt Disney furious. Furious to the point that they would no longer tolerate Hollywood's actions and would stand against their oppressive tactics. So furious that they and other producers decided to stand together and form secretly a society to right the wrongs against movie enthusiasts everywhere. They formed Illuminati. Just kidding, it was the Society of Independent Motion Picture Producers. SIMP was formed to counter the decree and other anti-competitive actions that studios practice. This ultimately led to the 1946 antitrust suit returning to federal court, and in 1948, the Supreme Court sided with SIMP, thus finally allowing theaters to thrive independently. I know, you're probably asking, what does that have to do with theatrical junk food? Well, thanks to SIMP, studios now have to share their ticket sales with the theaters. However, big however, 90 to 95% of a movie's ticket sales from its first week goes back to the studios. Granted, with each passing week that percentage drops, but people are less likely to go see that particular movie. And with more studios pushing for DVD and digital release from the box office, the only other option for theaters to keep the projector lights on is with snacks. It's their bread and butter. Or in this case, I guess you can say they're popcorn and butter. Wait, come back! But seriously, in truth, that's why your popcorn costs $8.25 a bucket. Now you can believe me or not, but if I was famous, you would.